Let's compare the characteristics of two types of market structure, which are perfect competition and monopoly. Let's compare them based on the product type. So for perfect competition, they have a very high level of competition. They have tough competition. Consequently, the product type here is considered standardized or identical or homogeneous or undifferentiated, which means the products they sell are similar to competitors. While for monopoly, they provide a unique product, which means you cannot find it at any other seller place. Therefore, you need to go only to this producer. The second characteristic will be barriers to entry. So if the type of product is standardized or identical or homogeneous, it means that the barriers to entry will be no barriers to entry. It's very low, which means anyone can enter the market because they sell similar products. But with monopoly, they only provide unique products. So this means that all barriers to entry are blocked, which means it's very high. You cannot enter this market. Consequently, what will be the number of sellers, the number of firms? With perfect competition, it will be a high number. It's a large number of sellers. While with monopoly, it will be only one company, one seller, because they provide a unique product. You cannot find it at any other place. Consequently, what will be the control over price? For perfect competition, not a single firm can influence the price. Therefore, all firms are considered price taker. What do I mean by price taker? It means that the market will determine the price based on the laws of demand and supply, and each firm has to sell at this price. Therefore, they are price takers. While with monopoly, there is only one producer. Consequently, it will be price maker. Whatever the price this firm decides, everyone in the market will buy at this price. Why? Because there is only one producer. Therefore, what about the information availability? With perfect competition, we have complete information, which means we have perfect information. Everyone knows information about the product. While with monopoly, since we have only one producer and barriers to entry are blocked, therefore we have asymmetric information. We have imperfect information, which means we don't have enough information or complete information. Therefore, what will be our long-run profit? For perfect competition, since there is a high level of competition, they provide similar products, barriers to entry doesn't exist. Therefore, our long-run profit will be normal profit, which we can call it zero economic profit. But for monopoly, there is only one producer and barriers to entry are blocked. Therefore, they create economic profit, which means super normal profit or abnormal profit. So what will be some examples of perfect competition? Which means they provide a standardized or identical or homogeneous or undifferentiated product. It will be farming products. For example, a certain type of apples, certain types of cotton, certain type of wheat. So it covers that it has similar characteristics. Or if you'd like to be more accurate, this will be currencies. Euro. If you go to Commonwealth Bank or St. George Bank or NAB Bank, you will get the same euro. Or shares. If I would like to buy Facebook share, so if I buy it, it will be standardized because it will be the same Facebook share. What will be the example of monopoly? Usually utilities such as electricity, water, or post office, these are considered an example of monopoly.